Terrell, what do you like for Game 3? Give us a lock. Give us I don't know if you have a dog, but let's give us your favorite play.
John requested something from the first quarter, please.
Oh yeah, a first quarter prop if you got one. Shout out to Scott who gave us Al Horford over whatever it was, 2 points, a half
Only
point.
Scott.
Yes,
Scott.
and Horford hit a corner three with like 30 seconds left in the first quarter. I was listening on the radio. I scared my wife. I'm like, yeah, that's what we're talking about. And so Terrell, give us a play you like and a prop you like.
All right, play is very easy. We're taking Dallas. Points. You talked about and you and Lonte both talked about the down 0-2 going back home. And I talked about it. I think that this place is going to be electric. This is the first time they've had the finals here since 2011 when, they're going to have Dirk in the building. They're going to have Jason Kidd is, coaching the team. Like it's going to be everybody. That whole team is probably going to be in the building. Like they're going to pull out all of the stops and it's going to be a big deal. And I think the players are going to feed off of that, especially the role players. I think that I'm expecting big games from McGafford and Lively because we've seen bigs torch the Boston Celtics, i.e. Miles Turner, Evan Mobley, and Bam Adebayo. So I think that this is going to be another opportunity where they get back playing slow in their pace and ultimately just rising up on defense like they've done this entire playoff run before. So absolutely, I think that the Dallas Mavericks going to be able to get it done. And for a dog, I mean, it's pretty easy. I'm going to take Luka triple-double. I think Luka's going to go out there. They're going to have a good day offensively. They're going to hit shots, and Luka's been good around the basket. When they pull Lively and Gafford away from the basket, that opens things up for Luka, and Luka is getting a lot of those rebounds, and you see it as he's leading the series in rebounds, and we're sweating out a Luka series leader in rebounds ticket. So yeah, that's going to play. I'm going to play the triple-double. And then if you want a first quarter prop, take Luka points over in the first quarter, man. He's a dog, and he can easily end the first quarter with 12 points.
It does seem like there's a celebration planned for this game, which worries me a little bit because I have been this is one of those times where if I was me commenting on someone commenting on a football game like this, I would say, well, you haven't watched the games because what Lonte said is correct. Most correct. Schematically, Dallas is being undone.
Yeah. And that is worrisome, but they're going back home. They get a little boost there.
Missoula can't be smarter than.
I mean, Jason, I said it to you before. Jason Kidd looks like a guy who wears glasses to try and appear smart. I don't get the most confidence from Jason Kidd sometimes.
CT, that's what I get from him.
Yeah, there's like a vacant stare sometimes from Jason Kidd. But then on the other side, it's not like
it's Joe Mazzulla.
He's no John Wooden on the other end.
I wonder how many of those were Christians.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like this guy. I think he's good for
Missoula.
Yeah, me too. I like him too. I like him too.
He's very intense and interesting, but but to his credit, like I guess I mean Lonte, do you think he's doing a good job in this series? I mean, they're up 2-0, so hard to say he's doing a bad job.
I mean, I think he's doing a decent job. The thing is, he got a bad rap for his first year, which was kind of unfair because he came in like he wasn't even supposed to be the coach. I mean, the scandal and stuff happened with Ime.
Yeah,
so he was kind of getting first time coaching. He was coming from the back end of the bench. He wasn't even the lead assistant. And he was coming in being the head coach. I mean, obviously that's a big drastic step. And granted, he wasn't good, but he got better. He got his staff in. He got a full offseason with the guys. He got better. So I think he's been doing a great job with some of the stuff that he's been doing as far as his rotations, as far as especially defensively. I think he's really locked in on that matchup, especially with Kyrie, because if you notice, he's letting Luka do whatever he wants. They're not blitzing, they're not doubling. He's letting Luka do what he wants, and if he scores 50, he scores 50. But you saw what happened. Luka came out 23 points in like a quarter and a half, and they're still down 4. So I think that is a great defensive plan.
I just like how he says the crazy shit out loud too. Like he keeps people on his toes. There is a weird element to where I'm always trying to coach my daughter, and I'm basically to teach her to like do a couple crazy things. So the other girls on the field have to kind of think about it for a second.
Get in their head. Yeah.
And like
being crazy is a good
Missoula kind of wins the mental game all the time because he makes it about him when, I think in some ways he might be a little bit of a genius where it's like, he's making it about him and not the narrative of whatever his star is underperforming or, whatever other silly thing that's happening. Although they have to win. That would generally help. And then he gets a parade and he's a fucking hero.
Yeah,
Lonte,
he absolutely
so
hates Gary Washburn. If you ever no, he absolutely hates Gary Washburn. Hates him.
Lonte, what do you like? Give us a pick for the game. Give us a prop for the NBA Finals Game 3.
I like Dallas first quarter, man. I mean, I think we all talked
okay.
about it. I like them in the first quarter. But ultimately, I'll be on Boston to win the game. I'm waiting to see if that money kind of drives it up. I can get a better plus price. I mean, I just don't think they can get better at doing anything defensively. I mean, offensively they can make shots, but I mean, is Boston gonna go 26% from three? I don't think so. I think Tatum's gonna play better as well, and that leads me into my next one, which I like Tatum over 6.5 first quarter points. So he generally plays all first quarter, like all 12 minutes. So he's going to get the opportunities. He has played better on the road than at home for whatever reason. So I think that prop is good to catch. If you want to ladder it up 10 plus, you can get a nice plus price on that. But I was going to give you guys a real degenerate play, but I don't see it on the board with Jaden Hardy under a half assist because he hasn't had any in 4 of the last 5, and they keep putting that plus money, which was I was printing money off of it, but they kind of took it off the board, so it's not available.
Scared. Sean, I rarely do will I post a comment from Twitch, but you got to see this one, Sean.
What do we got?
We got this is Polar Nights sick ass profile picture. I love the show. It is the perfect evolution of beard growth.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
So we all have. I probably have the shortest, and then I don't know who's next shortest, but I can't tell. Kramer's is pretty thick.
Yeah, I don't take a razor to this face very often.
Terrell. And then Lonte's got a part of it that's longer, a little part that's shorter.
Yeah, man. It hasn't been brushed or combed or anything today. Man, so,
it's looking good. We're a good squad. Good vibe.
I appreciate that.
Kramer, what do you?
Beard vibe.
Great beard comment.
Well, I was fully prepared. I like the Dallas first quarter angle.
Yes,
I think
I do too.
I feel like it's protecting me from so I'm going to scratch off what I was going to originally do.
Okay.
And I'm going to say Dallas first quarter. I also like the idea of Luke, like the narrative changing and Luka just going nuts. So let's take that triple double one. There is an element of like, hey, the series hasn't started yet. This happens all the fucking time in the NBA. The finals only makes it worse because they make you. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to make the schedule. They're playing one game in a 5-day span. And I think we lost Lonte. And
he's going to work on his beard. He gotta.
Oh yeah,
he got embarrassed.
But I just don't understand why. When is the last time we've had something like this happen where it's over. The series is over. People are acting like it's completely over.
The shovel out.
Do you not know how sports work?
Yeah.
I'm taking the triple double. I'm taking the first quarter, and I'm very tempted to take more Dallas series. Is that reckless?
No, not at all, right?
Are you piling on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Well,
I mean, think about it. If they win these 2 games, anything can happen. Think about this,
Terrell's
and this is why I question.
This
is why I question.
Terrell, like if I had a gambling angel and gambling devil, they may as well. Jake, can we get a Photoshop of a gambling devil on my shoulder here? And it's just Terrell in a devil outfit. Like Mavs are coming back, baby. Mavs in 7.
I mean, just think about it.
Well, also we've seen how even in this, it's turning into the modern day NBA where Game 7 home court is not what it used to be, and if the Mavs can get it to a Game 7, the butts are going to be so incredibly tight there on that Boston side. They're going to feel like Tatum's going to feel like he has to do it, which as we've seen, don't let Tatum do it, and that's how you win. We got to switch the tables though. I like a lot of what James had to say earlier with the rhythm app. I'm going to co-sign the Daniel Gafford over 6.5 rebounds, and I also like the Gafford over 8.5 points. I'm pretty sure Rhythm likes that as well. And then give me Dallas Mavericks laying the 1.5, but also with the first quarter, that feels good.
When is this game being played? What time?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, 5:30 Pacific.
So
the Longhorns better get ready for football season. This is going to be the last 2 games they see in Dallas.
Interesting bit of I don't. Is this would this be considered a conflict? You know, there's some big time Tom Brady Hall of Fame ceremony the same night.
Why would they do it? in Boston, right?
They're 100% losing this game, right?
Oh wow.
The city's focused on something else. I think it's being
Wow.
televised and everything. Bill Burr is
Wow.
going to be at the Tom Brady thing.
That's hilarious.
You're drawing all the big Boston heads to come on, right?
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
know
I
that.
mean,
Lonte's changing his entire handicap.
He's
Yeah,
like,
that listen, that kind of, I mean, that kind of shakes things up. Yeah, you're right.
Kyrie. Now I know I already tried to sell this to people, but Kyrie Irving MVP at 100-1. Listen, they haven't won a game yet.
I'll take all the
series hasn't
action you want,
started
Sean. I'll take all the action you want. All the
I'll
action you
DM
want.
you. It's 100-1. Here's
Sean,
the,
I
here's the
mean-
thing. Here's the thing. They're plus 550 to win the series. If they win the series, they're not going to win the series without Kyrie Irving playing better. We can agree on that, right?
Yes.
So if Kyrie Irving plays
Yeah, I
better,
agree.
Sean.
sky's the limit.
Sean,
Sky's the limit.
why are our guy?
Yeah, that might have to be an
Let's
official,
add that to the portfolio.
official offline transaction.
Life changing amount.
All right.